think I'm hating on LeBron James. LeBron James is all right with me, my brother. He came to
you
LA.
want to be in LA.
He came to LA. Absolutely. I just apologize for it. I know the league doesn't want to hear that. I know ESPN doesn't want to hear that. I don't know who else was there. I don't care. I'm talking. Listen. My personal feelings matter first when it comes to the NBA. In terms of where I come. He ain't sent me to Utah. He ain't sent me back to Lake Erie.
To the Smoothie King Arena.
He didn't send me to the Smoothie King Arena in New Orleans. No. Even though I'm going to go there to see Anthony Davis, and I love those folks in New Orleans. Great food, by the way. But here's the deal. LeBron James is all right with me. He came to L.A., baby. Ain't nothing but love for you. Now, that's excitement number one.
Okay.
Number two, they're going to the conference finals. I don't care what anybody says. Now, I'm worried that Houston might get in the way of my prediction, and I don't mind because I got love for James Harden, Melo, and Chris Paul. Actually, I root for them. I would love for them to win a championship, and H-Town is lovely. Please don't get me wrong. But I think that they're the only team that has the potential to stand in the way of a Lakers, Golden State Warriors encounter. And that's the way I'm looking at this. I don't believe that by the time the playoffs arrive, there will be a team in the West capable of knocking LeBron off other than the Golden State Warriors. And so I'm imagining Staples Center or the Oracle. You understand? And by the way, Boston, for as cold as it is during the winter times and everything else, it's absolutely marvelous in the spring, going towards the summer. The arena, TD Bank Garden is sensational. The fan base, the hype. Boston and their crew with their fans against the Lakers or Golden State. I am hyped for this season, and I have LeBron James to thank for it.
Your friend.
Thank you. My friend LeBron James. I have him to thank for it. Thank you.
Look. Everyone's excited. Yeah. Why am I excited for this Lakers team, for this iteration of the next Showtime? Because, in fact, this is only the second time it's been Showtime. Don't get this twisted, Lakers fans. Understand what I'm saying here.
Yeah, explain.
Kobe and Shaq were great.
But not Showtime.
I'm not saying that wasn't exciting, that Kobe wasn't spectacular. But during the Kobe-Shaq era, you went there with the game on the line, Shaq shooting free throws. That's not Showtime. Magic Johnson with a no-look pass to James Worthy on the open floor. That's Showtime. This is Showtime for the first time since Magic was here, because the best player on the team can pass the ball. That's point one.
Okay. I just want to come back to that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Point two.
Go ahead.
Who's another Showtime player potentially? And it's funny because this gets back to your Philly point about Markelle Fultz. Why are the Celtics such a threat now? They chose third. Their top pick is a bad brother, as you would say. Running the offense through him last night, gave him the business. They won. Best player on the floor, Jason Tatum. Markelle Fultz, not really there right now, right?
Lonzo Ball.
The Lonzo Ball. Showtime's ultimate success, meaning we both think they're going to the playoffs. We both think they're going to win at least the playoff series. Where you and I differ is you think they're going to the conference finals. I don't see it. The only way I see them going to the conference finals is if Lonzo Ball starts to really justify the number two, not just a high draft pick, but the number two
I could say that.
in the draft.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say if. I'm like, whatever needs to happen is going to happen come playoff time.
He is the key player on the Lakers team, because just think about the Lakers. We know Kuzma's good. We know Ingram is a potential all-star. LeBron is what he is. Rondo's playoff Rondo. But if you think about Lonzo Ball as a budding star, your whole perception of this Lakers team changes. If you think of him as a bust at number two, they ain't getting to the conference finals.
I have to chime in. I'm going to ignore that last point because we got all year to debate that. I need to get to this point about Showtime. The blasphemy that just came out of your mouth. Excuse me, this is only the second version of Showtime. There was no Showtime with Kobe and Shaq. Let me ask you a question. As great as Showtime was, because everybody knows I'm Stephen Naismith, we know what time it is. I know about Magic and Worthy and Cooper and Byron Scott and Norm Nixon before that, Michael Thompson, Kurt Rambis, McAdoo, for crying out loud. Showtime, trust me, I'm aware of this, and nobody's denying it. Did it look like Showtime when they went into a half-court set and they just threw the ball into Kareem? No, but we still understood it was Showtime. So if we understand that when you can't run the ball, but you go down and you throw it to Kareem for the skyhook, who, by the way, was fouled a lot of time himself, okay? And we understand that. Well, it's not about making or missing the free throw. It's about the fact that the game slowed, and Showtime at that particular juncture, that particular couple of seconds, didn't necessarily mirror Showtime. Well, the same is applicable to when Shaquille O'Neal gets the ball in the post. By the way, and you know how Shaquille O'Neal and them can validate that they were a Showtime version as well, Max? Because Shaquille O'Neal was more of a quote-unquote show than the great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Great Kareem, by the way, 6-time champion, 19-time All-Star, greatest scorer in NBA history, the one player with the lone unstoppable move in history.
Happens to be joining us in just a bit.
Happens to be joining us. I am in no way. But I'm talking about in terms of a show.
We're talking about two different things.
There's a show.
Number one, how excellent were the Kobe Shaq Lakers? Totally excellent. That's not what we're arguing.
That's not what I'm arguing
Number
either.
two, were they a hot ticket in town?
Come out.
Yes, of course. That's not what we're arguing.
Wait a minute. Showtime, meaning the original Showtime, Magic, Kareem, Word, all that. There's only one version of them. Now, if you said to me, there is no other, I got you.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I know you're not. But if you're telling me that this version of the Lakers will be Showtime.
That's right.
But Showtime wasn't applicable to Kobe and Shaq. You need to have your basketball
Correct.
card.
Now, let me explain.
Yeah,
this is very simple.
Please explain.
Showtime refers not to the fact that they're creating an event. Kobe and Shaq, of course, was an event with Phil Jackson as coach, tripped in three-peat, and then Kobe went back-to-back with Pau Gasol. I'm talking about style of play. Magic Johnson, Showtime Lakers were out on the fast break. It was about passing the ball. It was about running the floor. That was not Kobe and Shaq. That is going to be this version of LeBron James Lakers. They're going to be running up and down the floor all the time. That's Showtime.
Listen, first of all, I saw Shaq running the floor much more than I saw Kareem running the floor in his latter years, of course. Okay, that's number one. Number two, you had Kobe Bryant, the Derek Fishers, the Ron Harpers of the world. Now, granted, they were primary. They could play half court anytime, but they pushed the ball up the floor enough. I'm not trying to compare them to the original Showtime, but I'm saying this version of the Los Angeles Lakers, if you're going to call this version a Showtime version, then Kobe and Shaq have to be a Showtime version. That's all I'm saying.
No, Kobe.
That's all I'm saying.
Derek Fisher and Kobe Bryant were not the kind of guards or not the kind of primary ball handlers that Magic and LeBron are. Kobe's thing, what he did better than anything and almost better than anyone who ever lived, is score the rock, right? That was his primary attribute. Magic and LeBron, just like Magic, his primary attribute, he's a gifted passer.
I'm not challenging.
That is what Showtime was built on.
I'm not challenging that. I'm challenging your statement that there's only been two versions of Showtime,
Correct.
Meaning that one originally and this one coming
up. What would Lakers fans say to Max?
They would tell Max that Max needs to be drug tested. That's what they would say to Max. They'd say he needs to be drug tested.
Look,
to say that Kobe and Shaq.
Take it to another sport. You could have a great team that is stylistically different from other teams. For example, the Patriots dynasty.
We're talking excitement.
Well, you guys are talking excitement about the event that Kobe and Shaq
Let me ask you this question.
I'm talking about the style of play. The Patriots, when they went undefeated, had a very different style of play with Randy Moss and these guys in 2007 than the Patriots that won their first Super Bowl. Same franchise, same level of success, give or take, but a different style of play.
Easy resolution here. We do polls on this show every day. Do polls out there to basketball fans the world over and ask them if it was Magic, Showtime, and then this upcoming LeBron team that's Showtime. And do you omit Shaq and Kobe version of Showtime? Do you omit that as being a Showtime? Please. Ain't nobody agreeing with that. And whatever percentage out there agrees with Max Kellerman on this one, you need to have your basketball card snatched too.
Apparently having your basketball card snatched is a great honor.
Oh, my goodness.
It's an indication that you know what you're talking about.
All right, Keanu Reeves.
Still to come, drama, Max, with our New York Football Giants. You know the deal. Owner John Mara, very critical of Odell Beckham. Wait till you hear what he had to say. Plus, how dirty was this play in the Dodgers-Brewers game last night? Wait till you hear what one player called Manny Machado afterwards. The fellas will react.